He's actually really doing quite a number on the team right there. There's a pick onto Luffy. He gets out with the recall.
Yeah.
Heals up.
Fnatic just kind of grinding out a kill onto the Ana, and losing Luffy early means no early nano boost, and that's really, really going to hurt Kongdoo Panthera in terms of when they're going to be able to take this point back, as Fnatic gets the control percent building early.
Definitely true, as Cool tries to control this high ground. Everyone's kind of zoning here. The approach, Cool Matt on the Zarya. Going forward, and really tough to get through this choke point right now. Kongdoo probably should just conservatively poke at this point. We see the nano boost. This is the early nano boost you're talking about. Onto Cool Matt. He's doing so much damage at 75 energy.
Man, tons of energy, tons of damage, and Fnatic just pushing forward. They do lose Custa on that Ana, so they're going to have to be a little bit careful. Evermore getting the kill, playing that Zarya rather than the Roadhog this time around. And Fnatic does need to be careful, yeah. Backing off now, Rascal doing some damage with that tack visor. And it looks like they're going to have to cede control the point for the moment anyway.
I think the only one thing you could say about why that happened overall is Fnatic got overextended out there. They went way too far. They had control of the high ground. They had the early nano boost, which is so important, as you mentioned, but Custa went for it there. They didn't get too many kills. They did a lot of damage. They got D.Va's robot. This is called they got her mech. And then that was about it. Then they were caught out there, and then they lost Ana, and the rest is history.
I think you're right. Oh, there's the Graviton Surge, though. Fnatic fighting right back. They got to get through that sound barrier. Oh, no kills. Went for the bigger bang with the self-destruct, but not finding a lot. And Kongdoo Panthera actually fighting back with a pretty successful defense thus far.
Great reaction time there by Bling to get the sound barrier down immediately to kind of mitigate that damage as Waka Waka came in. He got the counter kill. And already now, at this point, Kongdoo will pass Fnatic in terms of capture percentage here.
Yeah.
Evermore does have this Graviton Surge. The rest of the ults, pretty low at this moment in time. Fnatic, though, on the same side of things, only really having that Earth Shatter and Sound Barrier. It's going to be hard to engage this, but it looks like they're going to commit to it. Moving forward now is Stoop. Looking for that angle. He gets shielded.
Wow, okay, they're going to go deep. There's the charge to get out of the Graviton Surge. Stoop jumping right back in it, though. They did manage to finish off Evermore. And now it made it be Kongdoo Panthera, actually, that pushing a little bit too far ahead. Stoop gets dropped by the Earth Shatter, but manages to pop back up before dying. A lot of kills on the Panthera side, but maybe a bit of revenge here from Stoop. He does take out Luffy.
Oh,
he needs more.
So desperate there to attempt that one. Rascal is just going to clean up house now that he is dead.
Yep.
I feel like that's a moment where, as Reinhardt, you probably just want to die and respawn for the next point. Not only does he die here, but he loses that very important ult. So Rascal did get so many kills, and that might actually just be all she wrote with no ults available. They're about to have Hoppy-Cool's self-destruct, but that's really going to be all they have. Buds with a pulse bomb too.
Yeah, just a lone pulse bomb. Hard to make a big play with that. Gonna go for it, looks for the stick. Don't think he got it. No. That did not work out. And now, nano boost onto Fissure. Fissure does take out Stoop. And Kongdoo sitting on the point for the moment. Stoop's so low right now. And wow, yeah, just nobody can deal with Rascal. Nobody's touched the Soldier 76 in a while, and just free firing the entire time.
Yeah, and that's going to be all she wrote. There's the sound barrier, and point number one, a one-sided first map here for Panthera. For Fnatic, I really feel like the issue comes down to that missed Earthshatter that was wasted. They could have done so much more with that. Then right afterwards, they had a great follow-up plan. They had one push left. They looked for the pick on the Reinhardt so they could get kills with self-destruct. They're looking to get rid of that Reinhardt shield, the block there, so they get the follow-up D.Va ult. Unfortunately, unable to get that pulse bomb kill. And then, as you mentioned, just so much damage coming out from Rascal there on the high ground.
If you're a global team, it looks like control maps are just cursed at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we have not seen a global team win yet. If Fnatic is taken out here on Ilios, that means in the opening week, our Western teams will have not won a single control map, which is pretty shocking, actually.
Yeah, it almost feels like there's a curse.
A little bit, yeah. All right, well, here we go. On to Lighthouse now.
Stoop's like, I don't want to get too far ahead.
Same comp from Fnatic this time. Evermore on the Roadhog.
Okay, Rascal just doing some poking here as we reach this neutral zone. Big heal deny, but no follow-up yet. We're going to watch this Tracer duel. It's very important. Actually, may set the stage here.
Yeah. Well, Kongdoo Panthera approaching this very carefully. They don't want to lose the first fight. They want to get that superior ult economy up. Luffy gets a kill and a half a goal. That's big to take down the D.Va early. I'm not quite sure how that happened, how they ground through that D.Va. Evermore looking for a bit more, trying to chase down Buds. To chase him away anyway.
Yeah.
Waka Waka with 3, actually.
So aggressive Buds there to actually try to challenge that alone as well. Perhaps should have just backed off. He was being greedy. He wanted to build up more ult percentage.
I want to go back and see how Waka Waka managed to pick up 3 people.
Yeah, maybe we get an instant replay. I'd love to see that. He did it without ult. So.
One wonders if there's maybe a big move there. Hard to say. Oh, Rascal getting caught by half a goal. Fnatic fighting back. They've got the numbers advantage for the moment.
No ults, unfortunately, but definitely the numbers advantage. You mentioned there's the kill onto Evermore as well. This could be their point ultless.
Waka Waka just trying to survive on the point as long as he can. Goes ahead and pops a self-destruct just to buy a bit more time, get a bit more percentage built up. And Kongdoo starting to fight back here, actually. Hafakul on his own, and Fnatic looked like maybe they had a chance there, but Kongdoo Panthera turning it around.
Yeah, really well done. Good time buying there. Rascal does have this pulse bomb. Looks like he's going to try to sneak it in here. Nothing to pair it with at this moment in time, but still could get a nice, juicy pick off here. Cool Matt does have the setup for a potential big bang here with Buds and that pulse bomb ready. That's definitely going to be their, mode of operation here. Looking for the angle here. He's coming in from the side. This is what he's looking for.
Trying to avoid that defensive matrix. He does manage to get it through. There's a big bang. Doesn't do a ton of damage. Rascal does take out Cool 69 in response. And meanwhile, Stoop onto the point. Now Bud's hooked by Evermore. Fnatic with the numbers advantage, though. Looks like they're going to be able to flip the point.
Yeah, definitely so. They've got a good opportunity now to take this game back into their hands. They do have the Earth Shatter. Bud's actually going to switch off the Tracer. He's been hooked perhaps 1 too many times, and Rascal actually going to bring the Fair. It's not going to be Hafakul today, at least not right now.
Yeah.
And Bud's actually switching once more to the Soldier, so definitely some perhaps dispute as to which hero is going to be the best for them here. Switching off the hit scan now into the...
Well, Bud's certainly a little bit better at handling the Fair on the 76 than on the Tracer. There's a sound barrier for Pantheras. They're coming in. Kills already for Rascal. Don't think Fnatic was quite prepared despite the swap to the Soldier 76. And that is a convincing teamfight win for Kongdoo.
This is really frustrating for Fnatic because all they're going to have to engage again is Sound Barrier with only 20% left to go.
Yeah.
This may be a one map for Panthera. They don't have any defensive ults. Waka Waka soon to have that defensive self-destruct.
Now Buds needs to be very careful here.
Oh,
and that is exactly what they needed to avoid, because now, long time till Buds comes back. Long 5v6 situation at a time where Panthera is already up to 95 control percent.
They're going to have to pop the sound barrier early to desperately try to get onto the point. There it is. Vanadil does drop it down, but it's not enough here as Rascal just does free damage.
And not a lot of protection right now. Self-destruct as Waka Waka gets back into the mech, avoids the pin. Rascal finally gets the kill on the Stoop there, and here comes Buds. Looks like Fnatic may be able to turn it around. Wow, that was risky, but Buds comes back just in time for the cleanup.
Standing there for a moment makes me feel like he's definitely getting pumped there in the booth for that one. That was a close call. Waka Waka with a self-destruct there attempt. Rascal also dropping down that ult, not getting as many kills as he would have liked to, getting stopped super early there. But he's going to look for another one. But definitely a lot of ults used there from Kongdoo, which means Fnatic has a good chance here still yet again.
Buds has seemed to get a little bit more comfortably here. There's a Graviton Surge. Buds free-firing into it. Cool Matt getting a lot of damage done too. Earth Shatter with not a lot of people left. They finally finish off Fluffy with it though. Here comes a few more members of Kongdoo. They're pretty staggered right now as far as spawns go. And Evermore with the kill on Cool Matt 69. It's definitely a bit of a brawl all over the place. Fissure goes down. And Fnatic looking to move in and continue trying to hold this one.
Okay, Buds here going to just go ahead and drop down this bio field. And it's a hold. Yeah.
All right, we may end up with 99 to 99 pretty soon here.
Absolutely possible. Rascal does have another, rocket barrage available here. Buds is going to look for him, though. He has his own tac visor. Here he comes, and he's even going to go ahead and use it with a nano boost.
Wow.
Will he be caught by Buds? It's the duel! He gets Buds first. That's huge! This could be their opportunity to retake the point. A boop as well here, attempted on a bundle, he gets it!
Massive problem for Fnatic right now, got crushed in that team fight, and Kongdoo gets a point back again with the kill on Augusta there. It looks like it's going to be a 2-0 on Ilios for Kongdoo Panthera.
Very well done there. That was all Rascal. He knows he
can take it out on this map. Let's watch that final fight here. Of course, Rascal managing to get that crucial kill onto Buds. Once the soldier's out of the way, there is nobody stopping this Pharah.
Super easy peasy there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I know.
It's like, I'm a Rascal.
It's like, you guys are talking about Hafakul's Pharah, but I'm playing Pharah again.
Let's talk about Hafekul's Hanzo right now. I do like the Hanzo on attack on eichenwalde.
Well, he may just toss out a vision arrow and then switch it. We'll see what he decides to do. I mean, we have seen it a lot in Apex specifically, especially at the beginning of the season.
Oh, all over the place. It's yeah, it's been a pretty common pick.
Dints, especially one Korean player comes to mind is Hanzo. You know, especially on this map.
Yeah, and Vanathil on the Zenyatta. I think a map you see him a little bit more on.
Looks like they very well may commit to it, and
we might have Rascal with the defensive Pharah, which is kind of interesting.
And not really common. The Mei here from Bling fight a lot more common. It's very Nanohana, well, we should call him Flower now, thing to do on this map.
Well, I think Rascal may be in a little bit of trouble because, oh no, never mind. They did switch off of that Zenyatta. I was going to say if Discord Orb was in play, they could handle it a bit easier, but looks like they will not do that. And Hafekul trying to shoot the Pharah with Hanzo. So
if anyone's ever played
luck,
Hanzo,
man.
you could tell, you know this is not going to end well for the Hanzo player.
Not too easy, yeah. I think we're going to see him swap off of that. We'll see. Might stick on a little bit longer. No, yeah, I think it's time to swap. Going to go on to the Soldier 76 this time around. Waka Waka already with a kill on the Stoop, and without that Reinhardt, Fnatic going to have to back off a bit. Rascal, once again, free firing until that Soldier shows up. It's going to be the Pharah show.
Using a lot of rocket jumps to maintain his distance here, then going, of course, into his own boost. And he's just getting so much free damage. Hafekul needs to get out there and start poking at him and dealing with him.
Well, with the changes Pharah had in a patch a little while ago, you can stay in the air indefinitely now. And so that means on maps like this, you can get that really, really high up vantage point and be a problem for the enemy team. Hafekul already very low, and there's a kill. Hook. Oh, and he gets away, actually.
Oh, so sick. Rascal's Pharah.
He got a little bit lucky there that he didn't end up dying, but in the end, Kongdoo Panthera holding strong so far on eichenwalde. Yet another kill for Rascal.
This reminds me of Claris, another Pharah player who's seen in Korea, just on this map. Killing it! Look at this, he's going to try to find Hafekul again. It's supposed to be the other way around, generally speaking, but Hafekul with no support here was going to have to back off for the time being, and already great hold from Kongdoo. They've got 2 ults here as well, and including the, well, soon to be including the ult from Reinhardt. The Earth Shatter, suddenly it's out of my brain. Anyways, we're going to have that in a second too, though.
This is a very difficult defensive comp to break, and he's going to go ahead and use that nano-boosted barrage. Fnatic rushing towards the point, and so they don't end up taking a ton of damage from the ultimate at least, but still no way to handle that fire.
Oh, the sleep dart!
Sleep dart!
Sick aim there.
No kidding. Doesn't really help the rest of his team, though.
He still gets the kill on the Custer right afterwards. Yeah. Going to be a wipe here.
Man. Fnatic really struggling early on. I mean, eichenwalde. This was their map choice too, but you just don't see the defensive Pharah very often.
Yeah, and you know, it's in this case it's working quite well for them. I mean, I can't even be critical. All right, Evermore is going to have this Graviton Surge step here as well. And this could be another great opportunity for Pharah, even without the Rocket Barrage, to do some serious damage.
Evermore actually just saved Luffy with a shield there from getting hooked. Going in now with the Graviton Surge, already picking up some kills. And that's a bigger bang. Waka Waka manages to find the big self-destruct. And Fnatic, once again, put back to square one, and they're down to just over a minute remaining.
This could be a full hold if things continue like this.
Certainly could be, but Fnatic.
They have the nanovisor. They have the nanovisor here. That's something that they can absolutely try to use. It's going to maybe pick off the Pharah and allow them a push.
They've been saving for a while. They're about to have all 6 ultimates ready. Time to go right now, I think. Bud's about to have that little hog, but he gets cut off. Luffy does go down, though. This is a moment. Fnatic needs to make it work right here, and that Earth Shatter certainly going to help him do that. Barrage comes in, and this time Hafekul winning the duel. Going to drop that biotic field, and Fnatic finally going to take point A here.
eichenwalde point A, revenge of Hafekul.
5 ults did it. Cool Matt managed to save his, but they used the rest of it.
You know, this is not a great time pool, but they prevented the full hold.
They get a little bit more time anyway. Yeah. And the fight comes back in. Kongdoo Panthera, you know, wow, going for a real desperation defense here. They wanted a full hold, but unfortunately, because they defended so far up, now they're actually going to give up a lot of distance here on point B already.
Definitely true. And with the kills there, they actually can approach this high ground very early. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
The dramatic music's still playing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, did I miss something here?
Nope. Just excitement, man.
Okay, there we go. Everybody chill out. It's not that dramatic anymore. They got it.
All right. Well, Fnatic did end up having time to set up defensively here on top of the castle. or Kongdoo rather.
Let's see what Fnatic decides to do to break this high ground, because we've seen almost every Korean team, switch to dive here to deal with the soldier on the high ground. As Evermore is actually just going to drop down. I don't know about this move.
Ooh.
Definitely did not work out for him.
That was bold. Half a cool, a little bit low, forced out here, but he's not really being targeted right now. So all he has to do is hide behind the Reinhardt shield, and that self-destruct is not going to be a problem.
The key here with this section, of course, is to deal with the soldier on the high ground and just push past him. Optical going to go ahead and pop this visor. Fisher, though, with a good shield. Oh, almost getting the kill on the Rascal there on the high ground. Does get slept here. Falls down.
Well,
he's going to wake up with a headache.
He's an old guy. He needs a nap. Oh, there's a grab. Rascal, though, manages to get out. Evermore not able to, or rather Bud's not able to deliver the finishing blow there.
Very, very rarely do you have an ID in Korea where you feel like, wow, that's a perfect ID for this player. But Rascal, man, he always seems to get out of these. It's just a little Rascal.
It's Rascal. I can see that. There's a charge stoop. Not going to last too much longer. Kongdoo Panthera maybe finally finding a bit of stability here as Fnatic not able to push the payload right now.
Oh, Costa.
No!
No! Six still no! How far down does it go, Dylan?
It's not that far. It doesn't look that far. Just laying down there at the bottom of the moat going, oh!
How tall is this castle?
It's very high.
Well, Rascal still maintains control of this high ground, which is super important. It's going to really put a dent into the hopes here of Fnatic advancing past this. We're going to see the
Nano Boost
used
on Evermore here.
Yeah.
There's a hook. Oh, take a nap.
Okay, well, this is a bit of a rollback we're seeing here, and with 30 seconds left to go, the chances of Fnatic getting that second point look grimmer and grimmer. They do have a lot of ults, though.
I was going to say, the funny thing is it's kind of a similar situation to Point A. They're coming in onto this with 4 ults. That's a lot to work with. Kongdoo Panthera, though, surrounding them. This is a bit risky. Rascal could come in from behind. He's going to try to take down the back line here. And yeah, somebody's got to deal with this soldier. Looks like they do manage to force him back into the castle. That sound barrier helping up Fnatic quite a bit. And now Stoop coming in. He's got the nano boost. I think he did pop Diva out of the mech there. Fissure getting a little bit lower on the Reinhardt, but Fnatic down to overtime, and that payload has not really moved. Coolman69 needs to get a lot done with this Graviton Surge, but that's it. The fight seems to be more or less won by Kongdoo Panthera.
Fisher still alive and nano boosted here. He's going to push them off the point, and that should be all she wrote here for this attack for Fnatic.
Yeah, Fnatic going to try to stream in as fast as they can, but the respawn's not going to be fast enough, and they will get held at just 1 point offensively on eichenwalde. Wow.
Well, Rascal is the key, okay? He's the answer. Everything he is doing in this defense is, he carried that game so hard with the Pharahs to start things off, and switching over the soldier up on that high ground. No one's ever able to deal with him. Now, they had all those ults set up, but there was a desync because Rascal came in the back line, forced all their weak targets away from the Reinhardt. They had to use sound barrier early. It just caused this crazy chaos of desyncing, and then they had the ability to nano boost Fisher and finish everything off. Even though Rascal didn't get a single kill with that tack visor, that was all they needed to disrupt the push.
Yeah.
And this is a good chance for Panthera to, I mean, this is not an easy push, but, it's very common to make that second point.
Well, Kongdoo Panthera, not a whole lot of distance to go, and you are right. You don't really see a lot of teams get held during the second point of eichenwalde. So Kongdoo in a fantastic position here to go up 2-0 in the series.
I think the key here to me is just simply we never saw. We're going to see a real Torgear?
Yeah, sure, why not, man?
All right.
You do see, I mean, this is the classic Korea defense, right? Torbjorn, Symmetra, Bastion.
Yeah.
This is the Korea World Cup defense.
The World Championship defense. Only at the highest level.
Cup. It's not really the World Championship.
Or World Cup. The
World
highest,
Cup
but
defense.
hey, biggest Overwatch tournament at the end of the year. All the regions were there.
I suppose.
But the whole key is they never got the Rascal off the high ground. Korean teams will dive that soldier, but in this case they just tried to brute force. It didn't work. He's going to commit to it, and I mean this is not standard, but this is not wrong either. It is quite a strong thing. It's definitely going to throw Panthera off. I'd say they're going to be pretty surprised by this. Might actually give them some surprise kills here at the start.
Yeah.
As it's going to be a dive comp, more like you would expect to see from Korean teams on this map.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
Okay, here comes
Panthera on
Waka
the
Waka.
offense now, yeah.
Okay, they know about it now.
They certainly do. So Waka got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, they got to deal with the Torbjorn turret. Moving forward now, Fnatic Push back already. Super aggressive move from Kongdoo Panthera.
Okay, the turret's down here. This is a good opportunity for Panthera. Waka Waka lived so long, did so much damage, but in the end, it's not even going to matter as
yeah, he tried so hard and he got so far.
Yeah, we had his vantage point, but all around him, his teammates were dying as he was unable to get a single pick.
All right, some swaps now. Rascal over onto the Pharah.
I'm liking it. That's going to definitely be good against the Torbjorn turret as well, as long as he's out of range and can get a clear shot.
Well, there's nobody really that can deal with this Pharah right now, and he is taking the sneaky way around here.
Sneaky BQ.
Oh, that's super sneaky. Look at this, coming from behind.
Ooh.
I hear a Torbjorn.
I don't care what else
built.
happens, man. I just want to watch this.
Oh, what? Oh, well, Waka Waka coming in. More action. There we go. The turret not taken down, and there's the Diva. Hoppicool chases him away. That Pharah was well handled by Fnatic. Waka Waka lands a pulse bomb, though. Evermore does go down, and here's a nano boost. Who did that end up going on? Hard to see right now. Waka Waka's going to take a break. Yeah, Stoop got it actually on Fnatic, and he's going to take Waka Waka for a ride to finish off that defense.
Not a ride he enjoyed. He didn't have to use his Earth Shatter either. So, you know, so far, Cool Matt 69 with Cool Matt 69 strat here. Pan off. Hoppicool is going to have his self-destruct. And this feels like what we saw from Conbox, you know? This kind of scheming that we're seeing for the push here from Kongdoo. And no success yet. They don't have a lot of ults either.
Yeah. Here we go. Trying again. It's going to be the self-destruct used for Hoppicool. Rascal looking for a few more kills. Good angle there on the Stoop. Takes him down. This is a big fight for Kongdoo Panthera. Looking pretty good now. Hoppicool not quite able to chase down the Pharah like he has been earlier. And so far, so good for Kongdoo. Just a few more members to take down. Evermore gets a kill onto Buds, and looks like they're going to get this payload rolling.
It's a lot larger time bank to work with than Fnatic.
Hi.
Oh! Hey, look, top Roadhog world in terms of the ladder. There you go. Gonna get those hooks. Oh, Rascal with the fan service. I'm surprised it was not a huge cheer in the crowd for that. I would have been jumping out of my chair.
You know, Rascal playing Pharah in approximately 3% total of his games in Season 1 of Apex, so this is definitely a surprising pick for Fnatic to run into, and Rascal's been looking really good on it.
Okay, I mean, this is a solid push so far. Let's see how Fnatic decides to defend. They have switched, of course, away from that Torbjorn. Oh, Evermore's positioning so good here. Getting so much damage done from behind.
Stoop coming down a bit early there, maybe. They're going to use the sound barrier to stay up. Fnatic getting pushed back, and they need to make this defense work right here. That payload does not have far to go.
This starts to feel like such a one-sided second game here as Buds is trying to do what he can to build up more attack visor percentage, but backs off. Oh, doesn't dodge the hook either. Oh, no.
Nobody was pushing the payload there, by the way. Whoops. A little bit of an error by Kongdoo Panthera. Everybody moved up for the chase, and nobody pushed the payload.
We've all had those solo queue games.
You know, if they had been pushing the payload, they may have actually been able to finish it right there. But as is, Fnatic may have another opportunity to go for one last-minute defense.
Well, let's not forget, while they weren't pushing, they secured the high ground, which is the most important part of Eichenwalde here for the second push. Oh, there's another hook. Evermore is just carrying this. And this looks like it might just be it. Self-destruct comes in.
Nano boost on the Stoop. That payload's moving, though. They didn't stop it. Nobody was near the payload to contest it. And it's a 2-0 lead now for Kongdoo Panthera. I get it, is what Fnatic is saying now that they've had a chance to sort of see what Kongdoo Panthera has got for a game plan in the first two maps of this best of 5. And looking for that adaptation. We'll see what they have.
That we will. They are going to attack first. And in fact, will be seeing the Widowmaker. Hoppicool going to bring it out here for a little bit. Oh, sorry, I thought we were already spawned. We spawned, but the gates did not open, so never mind.
We're in the game from the very beginning, Wolf.
Yes.
We're just spectators, but the players, it takes a little while.
So, Widowmaker is still possible. We saw Claris specifically more than anybody else. A little bit of Saya player as well in promotions. Using that. I reference these tournaments because they're very recent in Korea, but Lane gets right on the top here. If you've seen this for the first time, you're like, oh my god, that's actually quite standard if you're a pro player to get up here. And, you know, honestly, I wouldn't put it past them to give it a shot for, say, the first minute or so of this map, see if it pans out, then switch. We've seen it a lot on this map specifically.
True enough. Bud's on the Tracer. And Hoppicool waiting for it.
Totally standard comp by Kongdoo, by the way, with the triple tank and
going with it.
Solo healer with the Mei. He is going to go for it. Let's see if he can do.
Yeah, trying to find some shots onto Fissure before everybody gets back in position. A little bit of damage done,
This
but
gets a 1. I got a little bit overhyped for that. It is a Reinhardt after all. Dies to Rascal's right click.
Yeah, man, he got hit by a 2 in a row there. That is not something you see happen very often. Rascal, really accurate already, and man, all game long, it has been Rascal really just causing problems for Fnatic left and right.
It takes a special type of determination to lose a 1v1 essentially versus a Mei. I mean, obviously Mei behind the Reinhardt shield, but as a sniper to lose to the right click and then come back as Widowmaker without switching.
Dude, those right clicks do tons of damage if you get headshot.
Yeah.
It is no joke.
Okay, this time gets the pick on the Bling off camera, but the Ice Wall is going to pop up and isolate him. He's going to go ahead and claw his way up here.
Oh, it's a good opportunity for Fnatic here as they come in. For a little bit more. But Cool Matt does go down too. There's a hook for Evermore. And that push is more or less stopped now. They're going to have to deal with Buds eventually on this Tracer.
Does get the kill on the Fissure.
Pretty annoying, pretty elusive.
He's survived too. He's still out there.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to go down now.
Maybe not.
Good Helix Rocket there by Bling. You know, it's cool to have an amazing position for Widowmaker with your team up there at the front of it. They all fade away so fast. You're the last man standing. It doesn't really matter. Good isolation here. Trying to grab 2 tanks. Looks like D.Va's going to
three, actually.
Yeah.
Now Rascal on the run now has to pop the ice block. Kongdoo Panthera needs to respond here. They're not going to let that Mei out of that, that's for sure. Drops a Blizzard even. Kongdoo will see if they can capitalize on it. Cool has a nano boost, but he gets charged, and there's a nano boost. Now onto the Reinhardt for Kongdoo Panthera as well. Evermore in a lot of trouble. He'll be taken out, but here comes the Earth Shatter. Cool popped out of the neck, and looks like Kongdoo Panthera is going to channel that into another defensive win. You know, I almost said robot too, but that's because in the Korean client it does say robot actually.
It says D.Va's robot was destroyed.
Yeah, they don't use the word mech here in Korea. They use robot.
That's absolutely right. Fissure here. Shot at him as we get ready for this next hold. He did use that Earth Shatter, so he's not going to have it ready. Really only the self-destruct. Okay, Cool Matt's going to come in here. He wants to get his ult if he can here. The grab down search is going to be an opportunity. 78% currently. They're on the point. There's the kill onto Luffy.
Yeah, just good aggression by Fnatic. Jumping in there, just bull rushing right through the team and getting to that vulnerable back line. It's going to be the self-destruct. No kills from that, but Bling manages to find one with the tac visor. Fnatic, though, on the point. They need to find a way to get him off of there.
Yeah, this is actually, you know, a lot of respawns here. They're going to try to buy time. They absolutely could. Oh, look at this, the double freeze here. The Ice Block going to keep Mei alive. Bling, looking for the kill here. The 1v1 versus Tracer, always a tough challenge. He does go down.
I didn't have his biotic field up to use here. Buds being the hero, helping Fnatic take this point. And it looks like they should be able to secure that. Yeah, Kongdoo Panthera falling back to defend point B. And they got to scramble to get into position here.
Looks like Bud's going to switch off the Tracer now.
Does he
into
dare?
Point B.
Oh,
Gonna switch to his own Mei. Key point here is I'm not entirely sure what happened. I have to go back and watch. That was a super decisive move with the speed boost to come in for Fnatic. As you said, they bull rushed the point. That's where they got in, finally past the position. Mei must have been looking elsewhere because a wall would have shut that down in its tracks. Maybe it was on cooldown or maybe she was looking elsewhere. But that was a risky move, that bull rush type of tactic as you called it. I think it's well described. But it worked off. It worked out. It paid off.
I think so. Fnatic trying to go through the low ground here. As they come in, Rascal's got that Blizzard ready, so it's going to be tough for Fnatic to take this one. There's the Blizzard immediately. Going to push Waka Waka off there. And Fnatic with a lot of ults to work with here. Rascal hit by the biotic grenade, but he's going after that Zarya with the nano boost. Fissure going to go down. Coolmat69 doing work, but Fnatic is losing people. They're getting kills in return, though.
Yeah.
So some chance they may be able to start building that control meter up.
This is a great opportunity. They don't have very many ults, though.
Yeah.
Like you said, they might be able to get the first slice of that control meter. Luffy going to try to duel Buds here, of course, will go down there.
That's not going to go well. Yeah. Waka Waka taking a lot of damage. Buds, again, being the hero on this Tracer, very low. Has to be careful. He's got the rewind. He's going to be safer now. Oh, caught up by that Mei wall, but no real follow-up. Oh, takes down Rascal and Fnatic. They don't manage to get any ticks on the control meter, but you know, not for lack of trying. Buds looking good on that Tracer so far.
Absolutely so. Looking good and really doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Fnatic had this opportunity. They used some ults there to try to get an incredible time. They almost did it. They were super close, but they didn't have any follow-up ults, and eventually with the long run back for the attacking team going towards B, Kongdoo eventually.
Whoa, that's Rascal taking down Buds.
Rascal is just out of control. Somebody stop this guy. Okay, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Your wish is Hafakul's command, man. Hafacool with the right click onto Rascal. He has been stopped.
Okay, we got Hafacool's Blizzard. He's going to try to look for an angle here. The only ult they have, though, currently.
Oh, has to pop the ice block a little bit early. Got very, very low. Cool Matt pulled in by Evermore. He's going to get pushed off. Fnatic's push has been kind of scattered a bit here.
This is going to be the end of it, I'd say.
Yeah, Hafacool kept out that fight for so long, and he had the Blizzard. He had the ult Fnatic needed to make that push work. Didn't get to use it.
Very few ults used for Kongdoo here as well, so this is a pretty even split in terms of ults for this next push. Fnatic could try to commit here. They might want to wait for more because they still have a lot of time. They've probably got about 3 or more solid pushes left in them.
Yeah.
Rascal has this Blizzard, though, so they're looking to deny it at any turn. Yeah, we're going to see Buds go around here looking for a pick-off with the Pulse Bomb. Spotted immediately, probably going to cancel this plan.
Well, he's just got to live till his team gets there. Fnatic coming in the front door now. A lot of people blocked off, though. Everyone trapped in there. Oh, nice sleep dart onto Hafacool by Luffy. Will he survive? Looks like he will for the moment in that ice block. Buds, meanwhile, going after Rascal. Gets him about halfway down, but there's the Blizzard. Buds has to blink out of there. Both Blizzards going down for each team. Kills coming in for Kongdoo Panthera, though, and there's the nano boost negated. Not going to get a lot done out of that. Buds manages to get the kill onto Evermore, though, but the push, again, stuffed. They got the first tick on the control meter, but still, long way to go, and a minute 30 remaining. A lot of ults for Kongdoo Panthera to capitalize on, too.
They defended this so well with that, with using very few ults. In fact, only using really the Blizzard there.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. Was he in mech?
I think he may have. Yeah, I think he just hopped off so that he could get to mech back faster.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah,
but anyway, Fnatic has a few ults here, and they absolutely can make this work if they're synced properly. I think they're going to try to wait for the sound barrier. But with Kongdoo having so many tools, this feels risky. They're going to commit to it looks like here. Graviton Surge going to be the key.
Another rush onto the high ground there. Fissure, the first victim for that. They're going to go in. Sound barrier for Kongdoo Panthera already.
Good split. Look at this. He's trying to find a Graviton Surge target, but there's nowhere to go. But as a result, everyone is split alone, so they're going to try to isolate. Here's the Graviton Surge coming down.
Catches 3 with it. Buds, no Pulse Bomb to use it. They're going to go for the bigger bang here. No, that was a defensive one. Looks like Waka Waka catches Vonathil on that Lucio. But Fnatic still on the point for the moment, fighting desperately, and I think they're going to caught by the respawns. Yeah, Evermore back already.
And so many ults available right now. Can Buds make this happen? He's heal denied right now. He has a Pulse Bomb, but he has to retreat.
He's got to get out of here, man. Otherwise, he gets taken down, and that's going to be a delay that Fnatic cannot afford in terms of being able to push with their full team. They're down to just about 10 seconds left.
Okay, here we go. This is their last attempt here. They have 2 ults. It's going to have to be about this Earth Shatter. There's a nice deny. Hafacool has the Blizzard now, but he can't use it. Stoop looking for that big ult, but they don't get it.
Not getting to the point in time, and Kongdoo Panthera managing to hold Fnatic to just 1 point on the Hanamura offense.
This is quite common, for these 2-point captures, though, but it's a great feeling when you're on match point and you do get that 2nd point hold. Yeah. Because now all they have to do is capture it with any time, and the map will end, and they will win this series 3-0.
Now, keep in mind, if we do have a tie, it goes to a single round sudden death on Oasis.
That's right, we switched the map from Nepal to Oasis going into Season 2, at least for the time being. And look, the thing I'm most impressed with Kongdoo, that we saw some incredible walls there, the split ups, the catching of the tanks and picking them off, but the thing that impressed me most was they were so conservative with their ults.
Yeah.
Never trigger happy, only using them when absolutely necessary. There were a few times where I'm like, oh my god, they should have used their ults there. They lost 2. Are they going to be able to hold? But they slowed everything down. They got the respawns back. They had all the ults. There's so many available, even at the end of the game there, they just did not need to use.
Yeah. All Fnatic on the defense now. Vonathil going to bring out that Symmetra. As we mentioned earlier, we've seen a little bit of Symmetra from the
played it once or twice, and I mentioned Eichenwalde, definitely the least likely, or a much less likely map to see it on than this one. He's going to be playing it right away.
I believe it was Dorado that we saw that on at MLG Vegas, but not a ton yet. But this is definitely one of those maps that you absolutely can run that pick on.
Hafacool is what happened there.
Yep.
Lucio, don't do it. You had so much to live for. Gonna switch to the D.Va.
Okay, he can come back. Or he can switch to the D.Va.
He's breaking down.
They're gonna go with the single healer here. Only that Ana.
Yeah,
Fnatic's defense.
Definitely something they might not switch if they lose anybody, because getting back to that point takes a long time. if they lose anybody, in fact, without a Lucio to help respawn and come back to the point, it's going to really be a big con for them.
Yeah.
As Ras looks to be switching here to, here we go, it's Sfera time!
Yeah, he sees. And they've got a couple people dealing with it. They've got the Ana, they've got the Soldier, of course. It didn't stop Rascal in the past.
Look at Evermore's position. He's up on the high ground behind everybody, doing a lot of harassment as well.
You know, one thing that Rascal's great at is going to be killing these Symmetra turrets too and hunting down that Symmetra. If he can kill off Vonethil, and he can't, they get him. I was going to say, if he can take out Vonethil before he gets the ultimate, that's a problem. Rascal, though, not able to do the job this time. Waka doing work for him instead here on this Tracer.
I want to highlight, you know, Evermore has quite a bit of ult already built up here because he was harassing so much. No one was dealing with him. He's going to have the self-destruct very soon, perhaps for the next push. Stoop goes down here. They might not even need another push to secure this.
Yeah, wow, Kongdoo Panthera doing work on Fnatic, and that's Symmetra pick. Vonethil got the ult up, but he was never able to get the shield generator down in time to benefit his team.
I feel like Symmetra right now in this meta is the biggest if in Overwatch right now. If it works out, if you get the shield generator, such a powerful pick, so much, and you look at it, you say, brilliant, great choice, good decision. But if you get outplayed and you don't actually get that shield generator down, it looks like, weak pick, didn't get anything done. And that's what was the case here.
It's a calculated risk. I mean, you get such a huge benefit from having that 75 shields on everybody that it's a risk a lot of pro teams have felt is worth taking, and I agree with them. I don't think it was a bad pick for Vonethil to go with that Symmetra. But Kongdoo Panthera responded well with the Pharah. They were ready, and didn't work out. So now the attack onto point B.
He has that self-destruct I was talking about. He built it up so early. Pulse bomb going down the Winston. They're just going to drop it in here. Good angle. Good retreat, though, by Fnatic here, but there's so many members on the point. Waka is on the spawn, but Hafacool is going to get 2 defensive kills here with the self-destruct.
Fnatic looks like they're going to be able to hold this for the moment anyway. Kongdoo Panthera not quite getting that first tick on the control meter, but certainly a bit of a scary push for a moment there.
Yeah, we saw something very similar to what we saw from Fnatic. They committed a lot of ults. They wanted to just end the game. They had a good chance to do so. Luffy was a great shot there.
I like this changeover from Waka over to the Soldier 76 from the Tracer. I think it's a good adaptation. So we see Ana battles here, but
it's like a pretty even trade
wow,
so
kidding,
far.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm watching 2 AIs fight each other right now.
Seriously, AIs don't aim that well.
All right, good position here for Kongdoo on the high ground. This is a great opportunity for them to get a pick here. Waka is paradise.
Speaking of picks, he gets one on the blink. That's going to slow down Kongdoo Panthera's attack quite a bit.
And Fnatic has built quite a few ults here as well.
Yeah, I think they just need to back off here, wait for the Lucio to come back. They've got the sound barrier to work with.
Waka's like, Overwatch, just remember, that's the game we're playing. I love those sprays. I love the Overwatch spray. It's my favorite, I use it on all my heroes.
It's all you get here in Apex, though.
That's right. Exactly. Okay, Rascal's coming in here, he doesn't have the Graviton Surge. Looking to get into position here. They're pushing it all the way.
Yeah,
nice. Earthshatter misses.
Well, nice block on the Earthshatter with the shield. They're going to pop the sound barrier anyway. Try to keep people up. This is the fight they want to win. Sound barrier coming in now for Fnatic as Buds lets fly with the tac visor up on the high ground. Meanwhile, Waka, now it's his turn for the Soldier 76 ult. Keeps Buds pinned down, and the control meter building up for Kongdoo Panthera right now. Fnatic in a little bit of trouble. They got to hold this with the respawns, or they may lose this one right here.
They didn't get any picks, and Graviton Surge available. Can deny.
Dear.
They're going to be able to use it here to really stop everyone coming. They don't even need it.
Getting higher and higher, man. They are so close. And there's the self-destruct. Gonna get blocked by the Reinhardt shield. Kongdoo Panthera uses that Graviton Surge. Doesn't get a lot out of it. They do take down Stoop, but they needed more. The respawns from Fnatic might be enough, but no. Kongdoo fighting back, and they'll take it. They will beat Fnatic 3-0. What an upset, man.